Hey YouTube or Essex County or whoever, this live event comes to you like Grandpa's pajamas. It comes to you in two parts. First, I've got the results from the Tecumseh competition that just happened today. I'm just home and trying to get things back into regular life with the family. And then we've got some information about the upcoming Atkinson meeting and what's going on there. So first, in 13 and under, in line, third place was Declan Sabka. Second place was Hunter Leduca, and first place was Paul Milne. In best trick, third place was Hunter Leduca with a front 180 off the deck to the flat of the mini ramp. Second place was Declan Sabka with a varial heel up the Euro gap, and first place was Paul Milne with a backside crook down the Euro ledge into the bank. In 14 to 18 line, third place was Cameron Free, second was Chris Layfield, and first place was Zach Connery. In best trick, Nazareth had an Indy Ollie from the bank over the hip into the flat of the mini ramp. Chris Layfield had a nose slide big spin out on the top of the hubba, and Zach Connery had a front hurricane for first place on the flat rail up on the far section of the park. In 19 and up line, third place was Kevin Beneteau, second place was Corey Schuker, first place was Spencer Hyland, and in best trick we had an additional position, so fourth place was Spencer Hyland with a nose slide big spin out going hubba. Third place was Zach Ellison with a nice back tail on the top of the hubba over on the far side of the park. Second place was Corey Schuker with a Benihana to flat over the pyramid, and first place was Matt Enright with a feeble to 50 down the handrail. So thanks to everyone for coming out in Tecumseh for putting on a great comp. Thanks to Essex Power for providing the prize money. Essex Power supports stuff out in the county. So the LaSalle competition, the Tecumseh competition, the Amherstburg competition have a lot of their prizes provided through Essex Power. So thanks to them for putting that on, and to Carrie Rice and to Brett over at Tecumseh Parks and Rec for organizing the whole thing today. They did the purchasing, they did the advertising. I basically just had to show up and MC the thing. Now the second part of this has to do with Atkinson Skate Park. This Thursday evening at 7 o'clock is the monthly Atkinson meeting. It's the last meeting before we have the Atkinson competition in October. And there's a special call for people to come out to the Atkinson the Atkinson meeting, especially if you live in Windsor and use Atkinson Skate Park a lot. The first reason is we've kind of grown the skate competition scene over the last few years from basically stuff that was going on at Atkinson to getting competitions in LaSalle and Amherstburg and Tecumseh and doing the Game of Skate League for the last 3 years. If we tallied it up, I'm sure we've given away to like somewhere between $8,000 and $10,000 in prizes through all these different competitions. But Atkinson's been around for a long time. They've been doing comps for, I don't know, 15 years or so, and there's really a need for the people in that particular community to kind of come into the role that I've been feeling there. I've been sitting in for Steve Stiller since he's had to put more attention towards family lately, and we really need people who are actually local to that park, where that park is their concern, to come on out and get involved in the organization of competitions, just in general, but also because the Bowl project, as it's coming along, we're starting to do fundraising and we're looking at more details with the companies, and we're getting the city to agree to the principle of building a bowl there. This is a project that is far beyond the scope of what Essex County skateboarding can do, because Essex County skateboarding is basically me sitting in my living room making phone calls, and it's a project well beyond the scope of what I'm capable of doing. There's a really great committee for Atkinson Skate Park, and they're a wonderful resource. They know all the ins and outs of dealing with the city and things like that. But what we need is a committee who can take on the fundraising, who can keep the conversations with the city going, keep the conversations with the skate park companies going, and keep pushing towards a timeline. We've had some conversations with a couple of different skate park companies, and our original idea of putting the bowl not too far away from Ryan's memorial, it works. The drainage is appropriate for a 4-foot shallow, 6-foot deep figure 8 or kidney bean style pool. But one of the things we need to start putting in place is we need to develop a good and proper volunteer committee. This is a special subcommittee specifically working with the Friends for Atkinson on building the bowl. And if you'd like to get involved with that, and please consider getting involved with that to help push it forward, you can send me a message, and I'll meet you out at Atkinson Skate Park on Thursday. And go with you and head on over to the meeting. It's the ladies meet in one of the towers, that are residential towers that's right there by the park. And we do the skateboard business pretty much at the beginning of the meeting, so you don't have to stay necessarily for the whole thing. But I strongly encourage people local to the Windsor area to get involved. It's a big project, and it just needs a couple of people who have their life, their heart tied to that park in some way, whether because they're a user of it or because friends and family are a user of it. So the time has come. Let's form the Skateboard Bowl subcommittee of the skate park subcommittee of Friends for Atkinson, and that first step happens on Thursday. So if you can come on out, please do. Send me a message through Facebook. Send it directly to me, Rob Bondi. I'm more likely to see that than if you send me a message through Essex County Skateboarding. But this week I'll be paying particular attention to if I'm getting messages there. So again, great competition today. The rain delay was probably a good call. We had a really beautiful day here, and as we move into the fall with just a few competitions left in the season, we can start maybe thinking about turning our energy to helping the Atkinson community build that bowl, the first bowl potentially that would be in the Windsor area, and what a great game that would be. So thank you, Essex County. Hope to hear from you. Hope to see you on Thursday, and hope to see you at the next few competitions at Atkinson. And of course, Corey Schuker has his competition on September 24th at Forest Glade. So keep skating, and see you soon.